Welcome to Respect the Chain. And right now we are here with the writers of the menu. We got Will Tracy, Seth Reiss. I got to tell you, I love this movie. This is a great movie because it's what I'm all about. The foodies. These foodies are crazy out there in the world. They're crazy. What's with these people?
Sounds like it was your revenge fantasy.
Yeah. Like you said. You see, I respect the chain restaurant foodies. I like those types of people. But
so you must love the ending of the film, right? That we're led towards cheeseburger.
Absolutely. I got to tell you, after I saw the movie, I kid you not, I raced out of there. I went to go buy a cheeseburger. It was like, it looked so good. So it was in Times Square, Bob's Bigger Burgers, I think it's called, or something.
Yeah. What's your favorite chain burger?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I like the Cheesecake Factory classic hamburger. It's delicious. It's delicious. You guys
So whenever I go on a road trip,
yeah,
I always do before the drive starts. I work out in the morning for one sole reason. I know that on the way to where I'm going, I'm going to get off of an exit and go to Burger King and have a double Whopper with cheese, no onions.
You know what? Yes.
Every road trip. That's like, and it's every wake up. So if the road trip is 2 days, the second day, there will also be a double Whopper with cheese, no onions. This only happens on road trips.
It's not a road trip unless you get the Whopper. That's what you got to do.
I agree. And by the way, not the single, double.
Oh, whoa.
Double. Cheese, no onions.
Well, with Cheesecake Factory, I have heard that pro sports, like pro basketball teams, the Cheesecake Factory is the most popular restaurant among them because it's in every city that they travel to, and they know when they go there it's going to be the same menu and it's going to be good, and it's going to be big portions because they're big guys.
Exactly.
Like the place that they always go when they're on the road.
Cheesecake Factory is excellent.
Yeah.
I remember one time me and my buddies went to the Cheesecake Factory, and one guy decided to dress like in a suit. You know,
yeah.
I don't know if it was to be funny or whatever, but he was dressed in a suit, and he didn't look right in a suit. And this is not bullshit. This is totally true. A child who was like 8 years old, this is totally true, came up to us and pointed at my friend and said, "You look like you just lost your job." That's true story. That's true story.
Because he was in the Cheesecake Factory in a suit.
Yeah.
I see the Cheesecake Factory is celebratory. If you get a job, but this little kid, he understood. He knew what was actually going on over here.
Something's gone wrong.
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory.
Man, you look like you just lost your job. God, I'll never forget that.
That's so funny. So, Will, I hear you're the foodie. You're the foodie. Are you a chain restaurant guy? Do you like going to chains?
I am. You're gonna really hate me now. I'm not a big chain restaurant guy. I worry about where the provenance of the ingredients and how they're cooked, and I don't know. It's a black box to me. I don't know what's going on in there. I should watch your show because you probably explain what's going on in there. And actually, whenever I do see video of how something is made in one of these restaurants, it's incredibly sanitary and efficient and quite easy to understand. But some part of me gets, now I have a few places though. Popeyes is just too good. Popeyes should be criminalized. It's too good.
You get the chicken sandwich or you get the fried chicken? What do you get?
I like the whole. Well, really, what it's all about is the biscuit. I think the recipe for the biscuit is like 3 cups of butter.
Yes.
1 tablespoon of flour. That must be the, because it really is.
You know what? Whatever it's perfect. It's perfect.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
It's so good. I was at a bachelor party. We went to Mexico City. We went to this very fancy Puyo. You know Puyo in Mexico City? So it's this very fancy schmancy place. You go in there, and what's with these chefs? They think if they put ants on your food,
ants is a big thing.
What is this?
Oh, Pujol, yeah, P-U-J-O.
Oh, you see Pujol? There you go.
Yes, right.
Yes. This is perfect. This makes complete sense that Will is correcting you.
You know what? I like it. I know I'm talking to the man right here. He knows. Pujol. I mean, you go in there, they've got ants all over the place.
Ants are used in a lot of kind of in that part of the world, in sort of higher end restaurants, but also amongst native cultures. They do provide a sort of like almost acidic, peppery kind of flavor, depending on what specific ant you're eating. But you do have to eat ants, and I imagine you're not. I would do it. Would you do it?
I'm totally.
Oh, I did it. Yeah, I did it. You got experience.
Is it not good?
I mean, it's an ant. How good can an ant be?
It's an
Like,
ant.
I don't care what you put the ant in. It's still an ant. And, you know, I'm Jewish. I don't eat mussels. I don't eat this. I don't eat snail. So the first thing on the menu is snail. So I say to the guy, look, I don't eat snail. What can you do for me? So he changes it. And then like 3 dishes down, there's mussels. And I say to him, hey, I don't eat mussels. All of a sudden, the managers of Pujo come over, like 5 of them. They're like, listen, we had a very serious conversation with the table about what you can and cannot eat. So it reminded me of the menu, because in the menu, it is so serious. When they're making their food, they're making their dishes. It's the way it's put down, it's all at the same time. Everybody eats at the same time. So theoretically, I ruined the entire meal for everybody. Everybody had to wait 30 minutes for new dishes. And I felt as if, like, thinking back, that could have been the menu.
As you can tell by looking at me, I don't know if your listeners will be able to tell by hearing me, but you looking at me, you can tell I'm Jewish. And and I am not I don't keep kosher, but I'm allergic to shellfish. So
you're a good Jew in my book. You're just a good Jew.
Thank you. So I'm always but I will say, I think, Will, you can correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of chefs don't believe in that food allergy sometimes.
Oh yeah, a lot of them, they think that these things are sort of somewhat invented.
Yeah,
right? Like gluten sensitivity is like, that's not a real thing,
right?
And they somewhat begrudgingly like participate in this fiction of like what they believe is a fiction. But you know, obviously there are allergies.
I would think so. But you know what?
But they don't like this thing, sensitivity. I have a sensitivity.
Right.
It's like, well, okay.
Yeah, even the word.
But that's the way to get it done. You say you have an allergy, and then they have to do it.
Right. Call it an allergy. Don't call it a rules.
I mean, I also, I used to crave, and I still do every once in a while, and we'll have a Big Mac. I mean, yeah, the same friend who said, who got told I lost her job when we eventually lived in New York. We went to McDonald's and we bet him if he couldn't eat 4 Big Macs. And he did.
I'd like to meet this guy. He sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, you would love it, Arthur. Yeah, you would absolutely love him.
And now I was thinking about the movie, by the way, and I have a great sequel idea. Do you think that Chef franchised this? Do you think there's other islands that have been created, and this is like going all around the world? I think Hawthorne is a chain,
like a White Lotus type situation.
Yeah, right. I like the idea too that one of the chains is going like way off the script, and they franchise it poorly, and like it's a mess. Well, and like they're hoping that Chef's Lord doesn't come by to inspect them because like they've got totally.
They're like, look, people want Caesar salads. Yeah. We're giving them Caesar salads.
Well, how often do those franchises kind of go off script, or is it really just the same? Is it like,
I mean, to stick with the Cheesecake Factory, why not? Like, they make their sauces from scratch every single day. They've got, 250 menu items, like everything's from scratch. They go to that kitchen, it's all scratch every day. The sauces, all of it.
I think the only thing I noticed once was Dairy Queen, where I grew up in Portland, Oregon, had a certain kind of menu, but then I went to a Dairy Queen in Texas, and Dairy Queen's really big in Texas. And it was like, they had like ribs and weird things that would never have been. Right. So I think they Texas it up.
Well, that's fun, right? There's certain it depends on the state you're in. There are specialty menu items. So that's like a lot of fun. Like, obviously, when you go to Tokyo, the McDonald's menu items a lot more fun.
Right.
Right.
Have you been to McDonald's in Tokyo?
Absolutely. When I travel to international countries, I feel as if you get to learn about the country. You understand the people, the humans, going to these restaurants. You got to go to the McDonald's Burger. You see how they live, how they interact. That's
I'll be honest with you.
Travel.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll be honest with you. You're more interesting to interview than we are.
Absolutely. I have so many questions for you.
Well, I thank you both.
What's in the McDonald's in Tokyo that's different?
Oh my goodness. Well, number one, it's a shrimp burger, and what I really love the most, I love white rice. They serve white
me too.
rice.
I love it.
It's the best. I'd rather have white rice.
A plain bowl of white rice, no problem, happily.
It's you got to put some ketchup on there. That's
a little ketchup, really?
Just ketchup on the white rice.
Oh my God! Trust me. Trust me.
You take anything away from today, you put some ketchup on that white rice.
My name is Seth Reiss.
My name is Will Tracy. We are the writers of the film The Menu, and please visit Respect the Chain.